Previously on My Kitchen Rules, 6 teams cooked a 3-course regional menu in a grueling outdoor challenge, Cooking with Fire.
The wind, the sun, the heat from the fire.
In a devastating twist, 1 team was sent packing after each course.
3 teams are going home today.
Nevi and Craig left after starters,
Clearly today was just not your day.
while KB and Nadia were eliminated after mains.
It's the end of the road.
With 4 teams still in play, Bernadette and Shalini under-delivered on their dessert.
This is burnt.
Average.
Bye, guys.
Now, 3 teams remain with only 1 more chance to prove they deserve the title of My Kitchen Rules champions.
You have to give it all you got.
This is the night. Tonight, I'm bringing it home. 'Cause this is the night. Tonight, I'm bringing it home. This is the night. This is the night. I'll make it on my own.
What a journey, friend.
And here we are at the final.
In the finals.
It's our final cook.
Right?
I have a chef jacket. I'll never make like avo and toast the same again.
Nobody from Cape Town has ever won My Kitchen Rules, so I think we need to put Cape Town on the map.
And then there were 3 teams.
I can't even begin to imagine what's going on in your minds. But I won't lie, I am curious. So, Rita and Seppi, how does it feel to be here in this moment?
I'm still trying to process it. It's been a lot and very overwhelming for the both of us, but I think we're just trying to remind ourselves that we deserve to be here.
I can tell you now, not many chefs would have pulled that off tonight.
It's like you enter a competition like this not even knowing that you're gonna get in, and then you make it to the end like the universe has a different plan for you.
Isak?
Yeah, it's been quite a journey to get here. We knew this part wasn't going to be easy.
Yo, we took risks. Coming up with the concept that you haven't tasted.
Whose idea was this? Emotions, I think, more internally than what we show. Alles van weer?
Yeah.
Lachen, Vicky?
Definitely learned a lot about each other. I think we'll be friends for lots more years to come.
We leveled the playing fields by bringing you all here to the Cradle Hotel and Nature Reserve. To live in isolation, away from friends, family, it must have been tough. Karen, Tennille, left your kids behind.
You feel like a bad mom for leaving them.
Is it okay to leave them?
Is it okay, you know?
We were nervous wrecks.
Just want to cry.
No, don't you dare.
It took a lot of building up and regrouping.
We're doing this for them, and
It's a good drive.
such a good drive.
Here you are, in the final of My Kitchen Rules South Africa. And as it's the final, we want you to cook to your strengths.
2 courses, mains and desserts that are an expression of your cooking abilities and your passion. And joining us for the final cook are 6 new judges.
David and I have invited a few of our friends from the food industry with very critical taste buds. And here they are.
These judges, oi, oi, oi.
Professional taste buds.
Aish.
Let us introduce you to our fellow judges. We would like to start with a lazy Makoti. Mahao is a chef, an entrepreneur, and a cookbook author.
Karen Dudley, everyone. Karen is a chef, food writer, and former restaurateur.
Sarah Graham. Sarah is a food writer and a TV cook, and her program has been aired in over 40 countries all over the world.
Up next, Chef Marcus. In 2021, he was named one of GQ's top 5 male chefs to look out for.
Her fate changed when she entered MasterChef in 2014. And not only did she make it to the final 2 on MasterChef, she now has her own cooking show, Let's Eat with Sipukazi.
And last but not least, My Kitchen Rules Season 2 runner-up, Pashi Reddy. And let's face it, Pashi certainly understands the pressure that you are all under today. Welcome, Pashi.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
Teams, these are the professionals that will be blind tasting and judging your food.
Every guest judge seems so accomplished. It's very intimidating.
You will have 2.5 hours to cook each of your courses. We want to see 4 elements on each of the 8 plates that you will be plating up for each course.
That's 4 elements made from scratch. Be creative. Make us proud.
Our 6 guest judges will be tasting your food blind. So to them, you'll be known as Team 1, Team 2, and Team 3.
Once both courses have been served and tasted, the guest judges will give you a score out of 10. Jay and myself will give you a score out of 20. So in total, that'll be out of 100.
And the team with the highest score will be crowned Season 3 My Kitchen Rules South African champions.
No pressure.
You are so ready. You've got this. Thank you.
Judges, thank you very much. We are so honored to have you all here with us.
Thank you.
Super.
Right over there. Off you go to your cooking station.
Boy.
Look at our sign. Peru, back to our instant restaurant.
Debbie, welcome to the dinner club.
The amount of time we spend making this guy.
We're back and gather.
Well done.
Your time starts now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going with
The duck.
the duck.
Doing the duck.
For mains, we're serving duck and corn, which is duck breast, sweet corn puree, fried corn, a jus, pickled baby beets, and roasted baby leeks.
Good luck.
We're doing a lot. We're doing beef short rib, the polenta,
The pickled daikon.
the tatsoi.
We're doing the gochujang carrot, like a peanut crumb with the nachi. We're also doing a nachi jus.
We're doing the glaze and the mustard seeds.
Sure, that's quite a lot, eh?
5 more in the brief.
It's like, I'm going to start with the short rib. I'm actually just going to take this like top layer skin off.
For our main course, we're serving Asian beef short ribs. So short ribs, polenta with some shiitake mushrooms, mushroom and nachi jus.
$1 million. I'm the prize.
We have to showcase our skills.
So today, we're going to be making beef bulgogi.
Yes.
With grilled rice.
An Asian slaw and a pickle, cucumber. Those are our 4 elements.
The first thing that we need to do is put our ribeye steak in the freezer to get thinner slices.
A day of reckoning for our cooks today. They've already proven to us that they can cook under pressure.
Yeah, listen, David, I won't lie to you. I am feeling super anxious right now. It's a big moment. Let's hope that they earn their chef's jackets today.
Yeah.
So I'm prepping these beautiful baby beets. I'm going to stick them into the pressure cooker, pop them into the pickle liquid. Hopefully it's got enough time to draw in some of that flavor.
Let me get started on this jus, want ons het al hierdie flavors nodig. Like the jus needs to be rich, it needs to be full of flavor.
Okay, 5 minutes in. And the first element I need to start with is the nachi peel and turning that into our crumb. And then we're going to pop them in the oven at 70 degrees. And they're going to slowly dehydrate. Mooi. So we want a nice sear on all of these. But the key thing here, Vessel, is we really need to get these into the pressure cooker.
Yeah, burn far down, burn far down.
When will this sugar dissolve? Dissolve? What's taking so long? I swear like a sailor.
You really do. Okay, now adding the soy sauce to our marinade. Ugh, I love the smell of sesame oil. 2 tablespoons of the gochujang. You know, I've never had this before, gochujang.
If you've had Korean barbecue, you've probably had it.
Yeah. I'm working on the marinade. This is where we need to really focus on flavor.
I'm starting with our pickle.
I'm trying to get all the pickles in so that they can all be covered by the pickling solution.
I'm starting with the Asian slaw.
Wat maak jy daar? Ek multitask.
Look at you. I just need a baby on my hip now.
Wait, that's so,
Then I'll be right at home. I can already smell the duck fat. It's beautiful. Really? I need this flavor in the jus to come through. Okay, so I'm adding the red vine tahini to the jus.
Vroeg maak net seker hy
Makes us feel at home. Ching ching.
So, Isak and Vessel, how's it going?
So we're doing an Asian beef short rib for main. So basically trying to incorporate like cinnamon, aniseed, hoisin, rice wine vinegar.
We're bringing some of like our typical like Italianness, like the polenta, but we're infusing it but we're infusing it with like like roasted garlic that we've got going and some shiitake to get like that umami flavors into the polenta.
So 4 elements.
There's way more, yeah.
No, definitely.
You know us.
Seppi, I'm adding the mung bean sprouts. They're so peppery.
Rita and Seppi.
Yes.
Hi, judges.
Hello there.
Hello. Judges are honestly stalkers. They're just like there. So we're making a beef bulgogi, which is Korean, with grilled rice, Asian slaw, and pickled cucumbers.
So it's sushi rice, or Japanese short grain. It's nice and starchy, so what you do is you pre-boil it, then you pack it together in any shape that you want, and then you grill it with like a marinade on like either side.
Is this a TikTok thing?
Another trendy thing.
Is it?
Yeah,
I did not see this on TikTok this time.
I mean, it's there.
Okay,
There's nothing wrong with it.
I think the judges think we learn all our recipes from social media. Guys, sometimes we're just curious about other cultures.
Exactly. We're literally just millennials.
One thing that I think is a little bit of a little extra we're adding to the jus today is lavender. It smells amazing.
Okay, I'll put a blommetjie in.
Lavendel.
Lavendel, that's like the weirdest Afrikaans word. Lavendel.
So I'm busy prepping the corn to get into the oven so that we can just get it nice and charred. Oiling my millies.
I'm fine with all the elements. My concern is just timing.
Okay, garlic and ginger.
So I'm adding the ponzu, which is also like a citrus soy.
Do you have the rice wine in yet? Do you have the hoisin in?
Yeah, onions, carrots, ginger, garlic, rice wine. I put in hoisin, brown sugar, cinnamon, star anise. And off the doorgan.
Today's given another definition to pressure cooker. It's like adding the pressure a lot.
Well, I'm starting with the infusion for the polenta. So I'm doing a mixture of milk and chicken stock.
So I'm adding some cream to this beautiful sweet corn, my friendie.
Garden and Tennille.
Hey!
What are we having for our main course?
Duck and corn.
Is that the name of the dish?
That's the name of the dish.
And the duck comes really a lot from Corin and her hubby that hunts ducks.
Yeah.
Hunts wild duck, hopefully.
Yes.
Not the pond duck.
No,
That's not really hunting.
No, that's not hunting. That's like,
no, that's cheating.
Catching, I don't know.
So the difference between wild and farm duck?
Well, farm ducks have names.
It's so weird to be cooking so close to each other and like literally hear each other.
It's like we kind of know what everyone's making, but not really at the same time.
Yeah.
So now I'm cutting the beef. This is for our bulgogi, your famous bulgogi. I'm slicing as thin as I can, but I'm really struggling to get thin slices because it's just not frozen enough. So it's looking very untidy and messy.
It's like, why did we actually come up with so many elements? We always like to push ourselves. Okay, I'm going to put the pickling liquid over here.
So I'm going to start with quartering these beetroots now quickly, friends, so we can get it into this pickling liquid.
Oh, wow, my friend. Hey? Are you happy with them?
I think they must come out.
Yeah.
Stresses me out not knowing what they look like inside.
Probably why it's called a pressure cooker.
When you're cooking something in a pressure cooker, you can't see it, you can't taste it, you can't smell it. It is nerve-wracking, you know?
Really.
And if after your time is up and you open this thing and it's not cooked, what do you do?
Coordinate the nail with narcular on it. These two look very clean and organized in the
Yeah,
middle.
you're doing.
We've got Asian flavors next to us, but we want to know what flavors we are getting from that side.
The millie.
We're making quack. Making quack in a corn puree.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Today, when we make the grilled rice, we'll be using sushi rice. While it's still hot, I need to mold it into triangles in cling wrap because I'm not trying to stick it to my hands.
Yeah.
Oh, you also have gochujang. Wow.
Oh, hi.
I noticed.
Oh. Ha, 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 ha. It's plot twist.
Hello. Some jus is cooking up quite nicely now.
Pretty beetroots, have you ever in your life? They're like all worthy, man.
Hulle is almal mooi. Okay, so my friendie, look at these beautiful duck breasts. I'm going to fry them skin side down first for about 4 minutes, turn them over 30 seconds, and then I'm going to put them in the oven for about 5 to 6 minutes, and they should be perfect.
Okay, so we're starting with the juice. We're basically going to fry some beef trimming, then add some mushrooms, garlic,
We need these things ready for plating. I feel like I'm leaving something behind. You just need to keep stirring this polenta. So the polenta is a very Italian starch that you would typically make. Beautifully creamy.
So it's like we are going to come down to the wire with this.
Please do not break apart. I'm talking to rice.
You're talking to rice?
Yeah, fall apart, sweet triangle of rice.
Retta and Seppi, with 30 minutes to go.
The rice for me could have been a little bit thinner, you know, so you get nice and crisp and almost soft on the inside. When it's thick like that, my concern is they're not going to get warm all the way through. And they're not cooking their meat. I mean, it's half an hour to go.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the sign of the meat.
No, I haven't seen the meat, you're right.
Hallo. Dankie.
Kan ek weer proe of hierdie wyn nog okay is?
Yes, asseblief. Hou net vir my ook 'n slukkie oor om te proe. Laaste.
Oh, there we go.
Oil.
There the oil is burning.
I'm adding the beef to the wok, and there's a lot of liquid.
You can see like the caramelization happening here.
I'm looking for more of a crisp, a crunch.
I think that's perfect.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, my main concern is getting the meat out of that pressure cooker. Like, what is it going to look like? Can you imagine if it's like tough meat?
Yeah.
Tata macha. Moment of truth.
Looks very soft. Oh, it's like this bone's going to pull out beautifully.
Okay, just reduce.
The heat is doing a lot.
It is doing a lot. We're gonna have to try and chip off some of the burnt parts where we can.
Cool.
I'm seeing some of them are burnt. I think it's some of the sugar in the mirin. It's a sweet rice wine.
Yeah, we're gonna have to just take off some of this charring.
Okay, so then we also need to do the tatsoi.
Things are quickly running behind schedule. At least the crumb's done, the daikon's done, caviar done,
All the garnishes, basically.
We need to start plating, otherwise we're in trouble.
So I've got this vermicelli here, friend. I'm gonna look here. It's already got kind of.
So I'm going to try these out. I'm going to heat up some oil in the wok, throw them in. Hopefully they just puff up beautifully, and we can use that as a little topping on the top.
I'm just putting 2 pieces. You can add the thing in between. Okay.
Oh, sugar.
You have 5 minutes left.
Kan ek glo once again the time in this quick kitchen. Whew. Whew. And we're plating, and the duck's perfect.
Such a vibrant color. Loving the color, yeah.
Okay, polenta eerste. We're just doing dollops. There's no time to think. It's just getting 3 blobs onto the plate, and you need to follow with the meat.
It's chaos. And David and Jay are standing here watching us play. I don't think they've seen people move as frantically in their lives.
You now have a minute left.
David's standing by the fridge, and I basically shove him out of the way to get to the microgreens.
Final little finishing touches.
And the sesame seeds.
Black.
I grab it and I'm just sprinkling.
Good.
Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from your plates, everybody. Well done.
What a
This was-
madhouse.
Yeah. Next time, 4 elements.
Well done, everybody. 2.5 hours well spent. It looks and smells delicious. Well done. Congratulations.
Yep.
Give yourselves a round of applause. Hello, everybody.
Hello. We hope you're all hungry.
Yeah, we've been saving ourselves for this moment.
So our first dish is called duck and corn. Duck breast on sweet corn puree, fried corn, lavender and thyme jus, baby beets and leeks.
Yeah, it smells very good.
Smells
It does.
really good.
It's plated beautifully.
I love the crispy bits on the top. It's like an acoustic thing.
No, I like that they thought about texture here.
I can't decide what I think about lavender in this story.
Are you actually tasting the lavender?
No,
though?
I can't taste the
I'm
lavender.
not.
But for me, the problem is the jus. It doesn't have body. It's just watery.
The sweet corn puree balances.
The natural sweetness from that sweet corn plays well with that duck.
If you're ready, you can score.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, beef bulgogi with grilled rice. Marinated ribeye, pickled cucumber, Asian slaw, and grilled rice.
The fresh bits are already getting me quite excited.
Yeah, right? Stunning colors.
The beef is very tender and delicious.
Really good flavors.
And there's that spiciness. I'm not sure where it's coming from, whether it's from the slaw, the beef.
I think
it's quite beautiful.
The beef. I really like it. I really like the sort of quietness of the rice together with the very flavorful beef. It's harmony for me.
I would eat more if I knew that I didn't have to make my way through.
Thanks, everyone. This dish, Asian beef short rib. Short ribs with polenta, mustard caviar, tzatzoi, gochujang carrots, and pickled daikon.
Polenta's delicious.
There's a lot of attention to detail.
So beautifully cooked. Great flavors.
And I can get the citrus note also that's coming through. It's really refreshing.
I think the short rib needs to cook a little bit longer.
Really? Mine is amazing.
Some parts that are,
Yeah.
I think the thicker parts need a bit longer.
Not the prettiest plate, I think,
Yeah.
but delivers on flavor.
Well, thank you, everyone, and see you in a little while for the desserts.
This is your final cook in this competition. The last chance to impress us.
Your time starts now. Off you go to your cooking stations, and good luck.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe we do like a coulis at the bottom. Yeah. And then
Splashed one.
Yeah, that's it.
Good.
Do like 2 types of meringues, do like shards.
Show some skills.
Oh, here we go again. So it's rose meringue shards, Italian meringue,
Toasted.
toasted pistachios, raspberry curd, raspberry sorbet,
Rose cream.
fresh raspberries.
That's not too bad. 7.
7.
It's better than the mains.
Vanilla sponge.
Well,
8.
Sherbet. D19 beer.
For dessert, we are making what we are calling an Eastern mess, which is a play on an Eton mess. It is raspberry meringues, raspberry sorbet, sponge cake, raspberry curd, and rosewater cream.
It'll look like fields and berries.
Beautiful.
And beautiful, like a dream.
Okay, stunning. Why don't you do your beautiful strawberry and basil sorbet?
We're calling our dish Fields of Strawberries. So we're making a strawberry sorbet, a vanilla pistachio sponge, strawberry logs, meringue shards, and a strawberry coulis.
You love donuts.
I love donuts. For dessert, we are making ginger glazed donuts with a lemon mascarpone cream, dehydrated pineapple, and a caramel twirl.
It's like I'm gonna get going on the French meringue. I'm just gonna make like thin shards, and then I'm gonna get the vanilla sponge into the oven.
I'm going to start with the meringue, so
Meringues,
that can go.
Beautiful, like little meringue shards.
So I'm just separating these eggs.
And you're starting with your dough
I'm
for the
starting
donut
with
holes.
the dough for the donut hole.
So there needs to be time for the yeast to activate. Then there needs to be a first rise. Then there needs to be shaping and a final proving. And all of this needs to happen in under 2 hours, so we still have time to glaze them and plate them.
I'm nervous.
If it comes to things rising, I think I understand that concept. Also, because once I had to make traditional beer.
Really?
I just graduated. Then we're giving thanks to the ancestors and things like that. Then they taught me how to make traditional beer. By far the hardest thing I've had to do.
I'm learning so much about you.
I'm nearly done with these strawberries, yes, and then we can get into this liquid, get it blitzed. Beautiful.
So there's for the simple syrup that's going into the raspberry sorbet. I'm just doing 200 grams of sugar.
It's like I'm just adding the sugars little by little, meringues.
I'm just straining this raspberry liquid for our sorbet.
It's Neil.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. What are we making for dessert?
We are doing strawberries.
Field of strawberries.
Lovely. What meringue we got here?
The judges are speaking to Karen and to Neil, and I hear a meringue, I hear a sorbet. And I'm like, are they like cooking the same dish we are?
It sounds identical.
And we're going to try and attempt a mousse with this, like a jelly log.
Got a lot of work.
We do indeed have a lot of work, so we're going to get back to it.
Definitely going to be battle of the berry sorbets, I think.
What are we having for dessert?
We are making ginger glazed donuts today with a lemon cream.
From mochi to donuts.
I know, hey, we've come a long way.
Okay, so I'm just going to break these down nicely. Then I'll put it through a sieve. Going into the ice cream churner.
Put it on, let it just go.
So I'm just going to try like a basil praline here. So I'm just going to break down these little leaves. The smell of this basil is coming through so beautifully here already.
Okay, fluffy. Done whipping now. And now I need to make these beautiful little discs. It's taking time.
Karen and Tennille are doing what they're calling fields of strawberries, which does sound lovely.
So it's a bit of a take on an eaten mess.
Yeah.
And for me, also a bit of a take on a trifle. You know, all the textures of a trifle.
Yeah.
Because look at this, so how you know if it's stiff beak? If you turn it upside down.
Moi.
Perfect. Hard, what do you call it?
Like stiff peak.
Yeah.
Two kinds of meringues. We're really trying to showcase the skills, eh?
Kyk of jy happy is met hierdie diskies.
A French meringue, it's just like the classic that everybody kind of knows. And then we're also going to do Italian meringue, which we aren't going to actually cook in the oven. So you actually like heat the sugar.
And your little meringue. What do you call those things anyway? Dots. Dots.
So it's like this is just the rose dust going onto the rose meringue. Kijk hier. Get it in.
Second vessel.
Hello.
Tell me, what's the name of your dessert?
Doing like a play on Eton mess, and we call it an Eastern mess. So we're bringing in some Eastern flavors with rose, pistachio, and yeah, those like two flavors adding to like the traditional raspberry meringue and cream.
So here I am with my jelly, adding the agar straight into the pan, into the fridge to set.
I am starting on the cakes now. Time is flying by and I need to get the sponge into the oven.
So this cream, I'm going to fold it into the lemon curd and mascarpone. It's going to make it nice and decadent.
And then we can leave it in the fridge for plating.
It's December. It's a scorching hot day. Strawberries and raspberries are sounding great for this time of year. Rhett and Seppi are doing a donut, which for me is good any time of the year, hot or not. The one thing that's making me excited about the donut is that the other two teams have got two very similar desserts. Sure. If done well, we all know that a donut with a delicious filling can be a serious crowd pleaser.
Certainly, we've got extra chocolate.
So I'm gonna get going on this white chocolate mousse. Just gonna melt down some chocolate using some warm cream into the chocolate, forming almost like a little ganache.
It's like I'm just weighing, we're going to start with the butter cream cake. So I'm going to weigh off like butter and sugar and then just cream them together.
So we're hoping that each person gets a bite-sized donut.
Exactly.
We don't know if like a big donut is for a cooking competition. Maybe it's too comfortable, I don't know.
Okay, I'm putting these in now.
For a second proof.
Yeah, for the final proof.
I've blitzed the raspberries and now I just need to strain the raspberry curd.
Okay.
I'm very happy with that.
I've done the cakes, I'm just leaving them for extra 2 minutes in the oven, then I'm going to let them cool.
So that's raspberry sorbet done, that's raspberry curd done, that's our sponge cake done. Our meringues are about to come out of the oven. Then the last element to make is our Italian meringue.
Ek whip nou maar hierdie mousse van jou. If it doesn't work in the log, we can pipe it as a little...
It's a little shoop.
As a little what?
A shoop.
Just quickly check on the donuts. Have they doubled?
No, they're puffing.
Okay. Oh, I hope this tastes like ginger. Where's my spoon?
So we've already steeped our tea bags, and what goes into a green tea tuile is just water, which for us is the green tea, flour and sugar, and then when you cook it with coconut oil.
Those are good. Did you test both? So our last element, Vessel.
Then it's going to come to the art of plating today.
It will hold.
Huh?
We just roll it and get it onto...
This mousse
I don't like
is
the
not
consistency.
working. We can't use it.
What are we doing? This is going to be too finicky?
No, we're not going to do this.
Can't we...
No.
No. I'm not going to take a risk on that, so I'm just going to go on little dots here.
Although we're not going to have the logs, we'll have a deconstructed log. They don't know it's supposed to have been a log.
Well done.
They puff up so beautifully, like a guignol.
So that's all of the sugar in, and now it just needs to whisk until cool. Mooi.
So I'm going to add rose water to our cream because we want it to be like, it's like the main rose element on the plate.
Floral like elements like tend to like overpower, so we must like really taste that cream and get like the balance like perfect.
Get the rose, but I don't think it's enough.
Isak and Vestal, another Eton mess. They called it an Eastern mess. As they were describing the dish, just so many things going on. Less is more, you know?
Why? Why you want to turn over again? Aish, my donuts look so cute. Also just looking for the size pipe I want. Oh, I don't know how.
Okay, so I'm just going to blitz this down into like a powder.
Yeah.
That's your cake time, my friend, done. How are they looking?
Kyk hoe mooi groen is hierdie koek.
Oh, look at that, man.
Jou koek lyk so mooi.
You do one element, I'll do the next, and we just make them all look perfect.
Begin met die blou torch.
So I'm just doing a light toast.
Like this? Or is that too small?
No, I think that's fine.
Pay attention to detail. There are 5 minutes left.
We've got all the elements ready to go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hier en so.
Okay, check it.
Let's see, I'm going to put 1 spoon. And...
Well, they said have fun, right?
Righto. Just double checking. So we've got the jellies, we've got the cake, we've got the meringue, we've got the coulis.
I'm not gonna lie, at this point I really was worried we wouldn't even get here.
I think we've like got every element right.
Looking beautiful. Last final touches.
We've got the cream, we've got the donut, we've got the twirl.
So it's just the sorbet that needs to go on.
Van ons net 'n bietjie dust oor net in.
Last one.
Can we also get in there?
15 seconds, everybody.
Final seconds of our journey on MKR.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from your plates, everybody. Well done.
Amazing.
What a journey.
Well done.
Right. Well done, everyone. The cooking is over. There is officially nothing more you can do.
Except dance.
Except dance.
We made it happen somehow. We hustled hard today.
Hello again.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, guys.
So first up, we have fields of strawberries.
Ooh.
Nice.
I feel a lyric.
Pistachio sponge, strawberry sorbet, and a coulis, meringue shards, strawberry logs with chocolate.
Excited. It's a happy dish. It just instantly puts you in a good mood.
So many different textures, which I absolutely love.
And for me, nothing is too sweet. Everything just works together.
I feel like there's 2 desserts here, though. Like, I think the white chocolate I think it's not necessary, to be honest.
Right, everybody, for our next course, ginger glazed donuts.
Oh, I love a donut.
Glazed donuts with a mascarpone cream, dehydrated pineapple, and a coral twirl.
I think it is pretty tricky to make a donut look pretty.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that it's going to taste really good.
But much hope is vested in these donuts.
Sing donuts. Sing,
sing donuts. Sing.
Sing donuts.
I don't know, I'm just not happy. I'm sorry.
The lemony zing in the mascarpone cream is delicious. That's
Delicious.
really...
I'm not
a bit oily.
sure if it's just me, but I'm getting a more cook sister type of vibe.
I think the tuile is a bit oily. I think with those you have to have it light and thin.
I think it's hard to tell what story they were going with.
The dunking is the secret to this plate, but overall, not enough elements.
The next dish, it's called Eastern Mess. There's a raspberry sorbet, raspberry curd, a rose water cream, and meringue shards.
Here's your song, Karen.
Oh, the sorbet is just heavenly.
Yeah, it's intense.
And so fresh and so true to what you expect it to be.
I love the detail with torching that meringue. You know, it's simple things like that that say they really thought about this dish.
I enjoyed the fresh raspberries. More meringue could have helped to elevate the dish a little bit more.
The time has come. Right here at the Cradle Boutique Hotel and Nature Reserve. David, the guest judges, and I will give you your feedback. Isak and Vessel, your main course was Asian beef short rib.
The plantain was creamy, which I really enjoyed. But if we had more sauce, I believe that the whole dish could have come together beautifully.
I'm very much kind of focused on the vegetable side, and I felt that that kind of was a little bit disappointing.
Oh my gosh, your dish was right up my alley. I'm all about comfort, and that's what you delivered.
You went through so much effort to incorporate nachi into this dish. The crumble, the sauce. But there were so many other elements, the mustard seeds, the gochujang carrots. My feeling is that you lost a little bit of the finer details with everything that was going on the plate.
I found your dish both creative and technical. It carried a lot of flavor. But overall, I did find the dish quite rich.
Rita and Seppi, for your main course, you gave us beef bulgogi and grilled rice.
The flavors were great.
The flavors for me were really, really delicious. It stands out for me, the Asian notes that were going on in the dish.
Maybe if you could have just maybe used your Asian flavors to cook your rice, that would have helped.
The flavors on your dish worked for me. The bulgogi carried a very strong presence on the plate, although I felt you could have used your time better and perhaps added an element or two that showed a little bit more technique.
Beef bulgogi, fire meat, char. The flavor was there, but it would have been so much more. And with that flavor comes that presentation, that shine on the meat. Basically, the wok cannot keep its heat. It starts boiling. Karen and Tanil, for your main course, you gave us duck and corn.
Your Jew, it let you down. It was just, there was no flavor to it. There was no body. It needs some volume.
I love duck. You cooked it beautifully. It was still nice and pink in the middle.
I didn't get any lavender in your jus.
What really made me, to be honest, a little angry was that corn. The corn on the side for a final dish.
I thought the duck was cooked to perfection. The corn puree was creamy and full of flavor.
I think what you have to remember is that every element that was on that plate was sweet. So the one thing that you really needed to bring this dish together was the jus.
Moving on to desserts. Staying with Karen and Tanil. You gave us fields of strawberries.
The one thing I had been looking for in the dessert was technique, and I think I saw it in yours.
I would have loved to see more fresh strawberries coming on the plate, but everything just worked beautifully.
I really enjoyed it. The sorbet was fresh and delicious. The sponge was light.
I did find that the dish was clumsy in presentation.
It was fun making that one.
I found it very, very refreshing. And the star was that strawberry sorbet. That dish is worthy of the final of MKR. Moving on to Retta and Seppi, ginger glazed donuts.
When I picked up a donut and swiped it through the lemony mascarpone, it was not hard to eat.
The inside was a little bit greasy, and I wish you could have had fresh pineapple. That's just gonna cut through that greasiness.
Your donuts, for me, were more Cook Sisters than they were donuts, unfortunately. But that lemony mascarpone, I mean, it was just amazing.
If you had allowed the donuts to have a little bit more body and take that delicious lemon curd and pipe them, we would have had a totally different experience.
You know when you eat a donut and there's all this icing sugar and stuff? I was wanting that. I was wanting to sink my teeth into a donut. It's a textural thing.
Isak and Vessel, you gave us Eastern Mess.
I was so very impressed with all the elements. It was so delicious.
Raspberries actually made it for me.
You could have been bolder with your flavors. It was safe.
I loved the fact that it was a seasonal dessert. I just didn't quite understand the vision versus what I experienced.
Just be so careful to hide all those beautifully delicate flavors with so many elements.
I think we're at the bottom of the leaderboard.
Teams, the moment of truth has arrived. It's time for us to reveal your scores. The guest judges will give you a score out of 10.
There's Makoti.
Karen and Tennille, I scored you a 7.
A 6.
A 7.
A 7.
A 7.
A 7.
I'm trying to add up in my head, but I don't know. That little toriket afgeneek. Ek kan nie meer tel nie. Like, no, my math skills are out the window.
Rita and Seppi, I scored you a 6.
I've scored you a 6.
A 7.
I scored you a 5.
A 6.
A 6.
Isak and Vessel, I scored you a 7.
A 7.
I scored you an 8.
An 8.
An 8.
I scored you an 8.
Jay and myself will give you a score out of 20. So in total, that'll be out of 100.
My anxiety is like shooting through the roof.
Karen and Tennille?
And my heart is racing 10 million miles an hour.
I gave you 14 out of 20.
Karen and Tennille, I gave you a 15 out of 20.
Retta and Seppi?
I don't know where we're gonna land up, but I hope it's a passing grade.
Yeah, passing grade. Over
50.
50%.
I scored you a 12 out of 20.
Retta and Seppi, I scored you a 13 out of 20.
Isak and Vessel?
Wait, give me the results.
I gave you 16 out of 20.
I scored you an 18 out of 20. With a combined score of 80 out of 100, the winners of My Kitchen Rules South Africa Season 3 are Isak and Vessel!
Hearing those words, I'm like in disbelief, like not sure how we made it here.
I think we did an amazing job and I'm super proud of what we actually did. I think it's been a tough day. I think it's been like a tough couple of weeks. I think like massively proud of what we put on the plate.
definitely a lot of emotions, like joy, everything at once, and it's an amazing feeling and just so relieved that it's over. We did that well. I'm like super chuffed.
High fives.